Hi.
안녕하세요.
Today, we are going to be discussing the theories of motivation. The mother cat's instincts is to protect its baby cat. And that's what instincts are. It is biologically determined and innate patterns of behavior and unlearned behavior that has energy and purpose. Take a good look at this baby monkey that is trying to eat a grape but is stopped by its mother, whose instincts were just to protect the baby from eating random fruits given by a stranger. And these instincts relate to the instinct theory founded by Darwin and William James. Darwin and William James have identified a number of instincts that they believe were essential for survival, which are fear, anger, love, shame, and cleanliness.
안녕.
Here is a little something that can definitely trigger your own instincts.
Viewer discretion is advised.
This theory came to a dead end as instincts cannot be readily observed or scientifically tested, and just labeling something as instinct does nothing to explain why certain behaviors appear in some instances but not in others.
Next up is physiological needs.
Be wondering, what are physiological needs? Well, it is a biological requirement for human survival, such as food, air, drink, sleep, and more. If these needs are not satisfied, the human body cannot function optimally. The three basic physiological needs are hunger, sex, and also thirst. This relates to the drive theory by Clark Hull. What is drive? It is a planned effort to achieve something. Hull based his theory on the concept of homeostasis. Stasis is the ability or tendency to maintain internal stability and to compensate for environmental changes. If homeostasis is disturbed, we would feel hungry, thirsty, and cold. For example, if we're hungry, only food can satisfy our hunger. When we're thirsty, we reach out to drinks to quench our thirst. And when we're feeling cold, we tend to turn off the air conditioner, for example, or reach for warmth. And all of those are examples of drives. A drive creates an unpleasant state, a tension that needs to be reduced, and that's why it motivates us to fulfill our needs. While this theory was popular in the 20th century, it began to fall out of favor due to a number of reasons, and one of them being that it doesn't explain why people engage in behaviors that do not reduce drive, such as eating when they are not hungry and also drinking when they are not thirsty at all. Last but not least is the self-determination theory. It is based on the concepts of three psychological needs, which are autonomy, competence, and relatedness.
Autonomy.
It is known as a sense of independence and freedom. It gives oneself a freedom to choose and to make their own decision. One of the examples are choosing what to wear when you go out.
Competence.
Competence is the ability that motivates us to become better versions of ourselves. For example, setting a target for exams and trying to achieve it, or beating your opponent in a debate session. There are four main conditions that develop the sense of competence. The first one is optimal challenge and flow. The challenge shouldn't be too hard or too easy to accomplish so that it would not affect the flow of motivation.
Doctor said we can't eat human food for 21 days.
Not even those tiny snacks between meals?
Yeah, like she said, 21 days.
Well, that's cool. I can go 21 days without snack.
Next up is the structure of tasks. It is important to have clear guidance and information on how to achieve your set goal. Feedback is also important as it allows us to know how well we've performed our tasks and also let us know where we are lacking so that we can improve ourselves to be better. The last condition is failure tolerance. This allows us to acknowledge our own mistakes made and creates an opportunity for us to learn, grow, and to develop ourselves from our own past errors. The last concept is relatedness.
If you want to help, you've got to work together.
Together? Relatedness is the desire to be emotionally attached and to be involved in some interpersonal warm relationships. Studies have found that having our psychological needs fulfilled will make us engage and participate more in activities or events that can bring us closer together.
Teamwork! Teamwork!
Also, when we're with other people, we tend to feel better.
제가 생각하는 강함은 사람에게서 나옵니다. 그 사람들의 신뢰가 저를 단단하게 해줘요.
Goodbye, Boo.